Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So, you've probably heard by now that Attorney General Merrick Garland punked out. He appointed a special counsel to oversee two investigations into Donald Trump. So, former DOJ employee Jack Smith has been chosen to complete the investigations into the classified documents issue, the documents that Trump stole, as well as the investigation into Trump's alleged coup and any of his minions that may have been involved. As you can tell, I'm not happy about this. It shows to me that Garland caved to pressure from Trump's cult. And there's really no legal basis for this. I mean, Hillary Clinton was a candidate for president when Republican James Comey was investigating her. He even went out and made a public announcement, as we all know, about that investigation, which was, highly unusual, highly inappropriate. I'm no Hillary Clinton fan, but that was BS. It likely handed Trump the presidency for 4 years. I mean, is Smith qualified? Yes. Has he prosecuted both Democrats and Republicans? Yes. Have we been here, done this all before with disastrous results? Yes. Hell yes, we have. So, forgive me if the word special counsel kind of make me feel nauseous. About the only positive I see is the fact that the Justice Department clearly hasn't determined that Trump shouldn't be indicted, right? Because if they were planning on giving him a pass and they were just going to wait for the right moment to do so, they wouldn't have taken this step. They wouldn't have set up a special counsel. Of course, Trump blew a gasket when he heard about the news. So that's good. That's a positive. And now he's parroting this absurd, completely not legal argument since he was not impeached by his minions in the Senate. The investigation into his January 6th actions, he claims constitute double jeopardy. That's not how this works. Impeachment is a political remedy for holding corrupt politicians accountable or politicians who do something nefarious. A criminal investigation is a legal remedy for holding anyone and everyone accountable for their crimes. But, he heard this nonsensical double jeopardy BS on Fox News quotes. It was spewed out by Geraldo Rivera. So, of course, it must be true. In regard to the Georgia investigation, a judge has ruled that Trump's former national security advisor, Mike Flynn, must testify before that grand jury. And the Georgia district attorney is said to be considering immunity deals for the fake electors in exchange for their testimony. So, as you guys probably recall, there are 16 fake electors from that one state, of which 12 of them were named as targets of the investigation. As of now, they're all asserting their Fifth Amendment rights against self-incrimination. So they're refusing to testify before that grand jury. What could complicate this potential immunity deal is the fact that these people are also concurrently being investigated by the Justice Department for those same alleged crimes. So, unless the DOJ also gives them a deal, what's the incentive to testify before the state grand jury? And, the feds could potentially use their testimony against them in a federal indictment. Another complication is that the Georgia DA, you guys probably also recall, had vowed to complete her investigation and make charging decisions by December. So the time is nigh. It's like, okay, we got to get this going. We got to bring this to a conclusion, bring the plane in for a landing. As for the January 6th Select Committee investigation, they say that they plan to release all of their evidence very soon. And a judge had just determined that he didn't have the authority to continue blocking the committee's subpoena for Mark Meadows to testify and turn over his documents that they requested. However, again, the time is nigh. I mean, given that the committee is going to be shut down soon when the Republicans take over the House, it's unlikely that they're going to continue to fight. And speaking of shutting things down, Republicans have confirmed that after years and years of battling to try to obtain Trump's tax returns, they're going to shut that down. Once they take over the House next year, it's over. In regard to the New York tax evasion case, the court-appointed babysitter has been instructed to, quote, immediately report unusual, suspicious, or fraudulent activity. And it was just reported that Ivanka Trump tried to get special treatment. Her attorney submitted a document to the court, and it stated that, she hasn't been involved with the Trump organization since January of 2017. So she should be excluded from having this monitor oversee any of her financial transactions, which kind of makes no sense because this monitor isn't overseeing her personal finances, right? If this monitor is only supposed to be, as it was said in the court documents or in court by the judge, is only supposed to be babysitting the Trump organization and their financial transactions, and Ivanka, as she said, has nothing to do with the corporation anymore, hasn't had anything to do with it since 2017, how would this monitor even see her transactions? So that seems a little suspicious, little red flag there. It was also reported just today that the prosecutors in New York are once again considering going after Trump for the hush money that he paid to porn star Stormy Daniels. They might actually use Trump's CFO to do it. So here's what's going down with that. The Manhattan DA is said to be considering charging Alan Weisselberg with insurance fraud crimes. And this is in an effort to get him to flip on Trump in regard to the hush money payment. So Law and Crime News outlet quoted an attorney and political pundit. And this person said that if Trump wrote those payments off to reduce his tax liability, that could up the ante for him. That could actually result in charges of business records falsification as well as tax fraud. So up until now, the reason they kind of brushed it off was because they figured they could only get him on a petty misdemeanor. In Trump perv news, writer E. Jean Carroll plans to file a new complaint. This is going to be against Trump. This is going to be comprised of 6 crimes, including rape in the first degree. So the statute of limitations law had prevented Carroll from filing this type of lawsuit in the past. But New York, you guys probably know this, they approved of the Adult Survivors Act. So this is allowing Carroll to directly sue Trump for his alleged crime, for this alleged rape. And remember, she claims that she still has the dress with his DNA on it. So all she needs is a court order to get a sample from him. He could prove his innocence by just handing over the sample. Why won't he do that? It's almost as if he's guilty. Anyway, guys, I'll let you know when I hear more. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, subscribe. Please donate if you can. If you're on YouTube, go to the description box and down below this video. If you are on TikTok, go to my bio, click on the link that you see there, and you'll find ways to help. So thank you guys so much. Really appreciate all of you. Take care.